What's going on, everybody? Welcome to race number 8 of Affinity Racing Series, the good old Affinity Cup. We are at Auto Club tonight, the now bulldozed Auto Club in real life. We are still going to ride this track into its final stages of iRacing, until iRacing deletes it, which they never will. All right, Auto Club, 100 laps, 4 tires. We'll get into all that race day information here in a minute. I am Mike McElroy. Brandon Richard joining me here in the booth, but he's working on some things right now, so he'll let me know as soon as he's back. We got a lot of exciting stuff going on right now, man. The playoff bubble is really starting to heat up. We'll get into that here in just a minute. We'll check out some other things as well. We got qualifiers currently out there, which we're going to check them out in just a second as lap times are starting to hit the board. Let's see who's out here on track. Currently, Kyle Ritchie on the pole. Might have a chance to do the back-to-front challenge. We've had nobody successfully do it this season. Prize pool is now up to $50, but also we've got some other stuff going on tonight. The winner of this race, no back-to-front challenge for this one. The winner of this race is going to be the lucky recipient of some of this new backmarker.shop merch. If you guys haven't seen it yet, our primary sponsor for this season, backmarker.shop, has put up a ton of new material on their website. You guys can go check it out right now. Backmarker.shop, use the code AFFINITY10, save 10% on your order. Jonathan Swartz now taking over the pole position as he's getting ready to pull off the track. Who else is out here? Dylan Falovich currently on the backstretch. Trying to put down some times. Randy Arms just threw one up in P2. McQuiggan, who's been fast all season, up in P3. Let's see what Falovich can do with his lap times currently. What's going on in the chat right now? If you guys are out here, if you are out on track, let me know what your plans are for tonight. I'd love to talk to some drivers here in just a minute. We'll figure out what's going on with them. But first, we're going to get through qualifying. Richard, just speak up whenever you're back, buddy. I will tell you, Kyle Ritchie is currently the points leader, and he is dropping down that leaderboard with that 40.823. Drivers have a bunch of... the theme of this season so far has been ever-changing track conditions. And that's what these drivers can expect tonight. Practice was at noon today. Noon sim racing time. Falovich going to pull it on in. Kate McClenny, I believe, also done. Sean Anderson still out here, though. He is now checking up. Cody B. Johnson out here, ripping that high line. So, theme for Season 4 has pretty much been ever-changing track conditions. Like I said, Kate McClenny gave us the pro tip in the off-season about resetting the track state when we go to race time, so that way we can use as many lanes as possible without any rubber laid down. We did that. Well, now the drivers practice in different conditions than they actually race. So if they want actual practice, they have to set up their own lobbies throughout the week. So practice for this lobby was... where did Cody Johnson just wind up? There he goes. Jumped up to P6 for Cody Johnson. This qualifying time is at sunset, and then the race time will actually be at night. So we shall see how that goes. Jonathan Evans now out here on track. Was sitting P20. Does he improve? He does. Jumps up to P8 almost immediately. Dylan Basin also out here. Paint loading in with the S&G graphics machine out there, number 11. Wrong paint scheme for Basin, getting loose out of 4. Looks like he keeps it off the wall. Oh, and then he turns into the wall. So, there you have it. All right, that wraps up qualifying. Dylan Basin doesn't get that final lap in, so we are going to go ahead and get into the race. You can see the entire scene changing as we go directly into nighttime. We will get these drivers up here. I need to talk to the one, the only, Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson, if you can hear me, if you are in Discord, jump into that broadcast waiting room so I can ask you the question I have asked everybody this season for the back to front challenge. All right, while we're waiting on him, seeing if he makes it up here, we're going to go into get into your full grid here. Let's see where everybody has wound up. On the pole, number 1, Sean Anderson. P2, Kate McClenny, Brandon Bowers, Dylan Basin. Perrin Huggins and Cody B. Johnson in P6. Rounding out the top 10 is going to be Schwartz, Evans, Miller, and Arms. Getting into the top 20, McQuiggan, Fillers, Hines, Falovich, Ritchie, Skirbo, Tiller, Casey Brown, Matthew Heel, Jake Niparis. Top 30 is going to go out to Tennell, to Galvin, Quisenberry, Zaldivar, Bowley, Garrett, Chira, French, Herring, Matt Frady. And then rounding out the back of the field, DeLeon, Bowman, Spencer Leaf, and Daniel Pendergrast, all opting not to put in qualifying times and just use strategy to get through this race tonight. All the cars should be gridding up on pit road right now as we get ready to get into this race round Auto Club, man. Should be a good time. I will tell you guys, I just got home literally 15 minutes ago, so we're catching up with you guys as fast as you guys are catching up with the race. Let's get into the race day info real quick. Here it is. Auto Club. Time of day is going to be night. Fuel cell 55%, which is about 26 laps. Tire sets 4 and laps 100. This race was sponsored by Old CMS and Daniel Pendergrass. And his race name for the night is going to be Daniel Pendergrass's CMS Michael McElroy Memorial Celebrity Race Against Blindness Pro AM Fun Run Race for the Cure 200. Thank you. Thank you for that, Pendergrass. It's probably the only time I'm going to get all of that out tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep pulling that up to get that whole name out. 4 tire sets, though, should be plenty with that 26-lap fuel run. If they stretch it, they should only have to pit 3 times under green flag conditions, which will give them that extra set at the end of the night. 30 Carno Gaming already dropping the $10 donation bounty on Tiller. If it was Saturday night, I'd say go for it, man, but that's not happening during league night. Nobody's gonna put up with that. All right. I don't see Sean Anderson in the booth, which means none of the admins probably told him to jump into the booth. So he's probably just out there just driving around doing a good old time. So while he's doing that, let's get into the championship standings real quick. Here they are. Playoff bubble currently right now. Richie still stays up top. He's been up there for weeks. Nobody has been able to knock him off the top row. Bowers 251, 240 for McClenny is your top 3. Really where it's starting to heat up, and I want to talk to him real quick. Let's get Landon Quisenberry in here. Queso! Welcome to the booth, buddy.
Hello.
All right, man. First off, where'd you qualify? There you are, back in P23. Let's pull you up. You are right on the cut, man. 182, Falovich below you at 180. Talk to us about it, man. You got 2 more races in the season. How you gonna hold down this spot?
Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to hang on and hold on because I've definitely with Randy behind me. That's what I'm mainly worried about because he's a contender. He's just had a little bit of a bad start to the season. So I just got to keep myself out of trouble. Don't pull another Charlotte and, just run a good race. I did the same thing at Rockingham, ended up with tied my best result this season. So
yeah. And I will tell you, Randy Arms has jumped up significantly. He was in like the low or the high 20s, I should say, and he has now jumped 7 spots just last week up to P17. So just hold on to your spot, man, and hopefully you knock somebody else out and Randy can make it in there as well.
Yeah, I got some dogs behind me, but I got to take inspiration from Suarez this week. If he could drop a little 30 bomb, a 30 burger, and still move on to the round of 12, then I still have a chance, theoretically. So, hey, in this league, we kind of promote something called backmarkers. So if I'm back here, maybe it'd be good if I can get to the playoffs. And I don't know.
I like it, dude.
I'm trying to do a little plug for Brandon, but
I like it
right now. I'm a little tired.
Yeah. We'll practice the ad read off the air.
All right, buddy, I got to let you get out of here because I think you guys are about to go green.
Then go race. Go win.
All right, man. Good luck, though. Good luck tonight.
Hey.
All right, Landon Quisenberry is currently sitting back there in P23. Just got to do his thing. Keep those numbers green in the standings. Lights are now out on the pace car. Sean Anderson up front. Let's jump up into the fan cam. Turn down this music.
Turn it
and let's
up,
get
Mike.
ready to race.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's out. Cade McClenny gets one heck of a jump on that outside line up to the top. These boys are not holding out. There goes Nick Miller sending it. He makes it stick. Lots of lane choices tonight. It's definitely a wide track. We should have a good time seeing who can do what out here on the field. Rashard, what are you looking for tonight? And who's your pick to win, man?
Brother, my pick to win. Yeah, I'm picking McQuiggan.
You picking McQuiggan?
I am.
I like that choice, man. I like that choice. I'm going to go with, I think he's due. I think he's due. My pick to win is going to be Perrin Huggins tonight, currently sitting in P6.
Perrin Huggins there in the Hornet's nest. Or just behind, or in front of, depending on how you look at it. 3 wide. We got a blinker.
Look at the lane choices. Look at the lane choices from these drivers right now. Pretty much nobody.
Huge run.
We are not even able to tell what the dominant lane is yet. Because there's currently 5 lanes in use in the turns.
Yep.
Cade McClenny still in the lead.
3 wide, back for 6th right now. With, I believe that's Huggins, Anderson, and Arms.
Yeah, Nick
Miller
Miller's
there on
sitting
the
on the
high side, baby.
There we go.
On the high side. We're going to be saying that a lot now. A huge push down the front stretch from the 20 to the 80 of Arms. It is
Brady
a shame
Arms.
it really is. I'm sorry I cut you off, but it really is a shame they tore this sucker down, man.
It's a fun track, man. It's like it's a 2-mile drafty track, which is a lot of fun to race at. But the options that you have in the turns for where you want to run, if you want to save tires, if you want to just balls to the wallet on the high lane, like I mean, Auto Club it really is like a fun track to race.
Absolutely, and you see Matthew Heel, Devin Galvin back here, Jake Nippris around P18 to P20, still about 2x2. Timold in front of him, Skirbo, Brown. And just ahead, Jimmy Filler's passing Sam Hines for P13.
Oh my gosh, Galvin looked like he got a little loose there.
Oh yeah, back to the 23 position and fading. Chira able to go on the outside, Tiller to the inside now. You know, why not go 3 wide, the 55. On the outside there of Zaldivar, like, don't kill me, the 19 behind them, and Kevin Boley. Maybe some contact. Zaldivar and Herring kind of scatter. Action all over the place. Single file now. A battle for the lead is the 26 of Evans. Basin and Cade McClenny battling for the lead here at lap 5.
You know, somebody's kind of like, I won't even say he's kind of flown under the radar, but he has like, he has raw speed. And we don't talk about him enough, but that's Jonathan Evans, man. Jonathan Evans is a consistently top 5, top 10 driver. Did really well in Next Up last season.
Has been caught up in several incidences late in the evening or very early on in the race, but has been the front runner in a lot of races. But then unfortunately gets caught up after late race restarts and whatnot.
If we get a caution, man, I'd love to talk to Evans.
Second and third.
Oh, we got some
door. The 11.
That's Huggins and Basin having some door banging on the exit of 2. Huggins sends it up. Now up to P3. Nick Miller going to drop back into P5. Single file. Shoot it back down into turn 3 and 4.
Arms follows. Slides into the lane numero dos. 05, 26 single file for the lead right now. 26 peaks to the inside of the 05. The 5 of Huggins with the 05. McClenny cleared. Huggins and Evans to the front. 26 now down to the bottom side, and Basin is there to follow.
Hey, McClenny going to have that run off of 2, though.
He's the 54, by the way.
And that keeps trapping Basin. Basin takes the low line, and he keeps getting trapped, having to cut that turn short, keeping it off the wall as he has a driver on his outside almost every exit of 2.
Battle for the lead. You see on the high side there, 26 and the 5 of Huggins. McClenny choosing the clean air on the bottom.
God, I know. The camera angle I had, I didn't know if McClenny was clear or not. He was just coming up, and I was like, good Lord, I thought he was sending it up into the wall.
If you look back here at 22nd, Mike, just go to your green and look at the just insanity. Devin Galvin, Boley, Frady, Tenold.
Yeah, everybody's still trying to figure out where they want to run. I think we're still not in tire saving mode yet. We're lap 8. So everybody's trying to find pretty much their riding position, where they're going to get to that spot where they want to cruise. And I think really here in the P20 position, nobody's really happy where they're at right now, as we almost shoot at 5, back down to 3 with Tennell just a little bit further back, the 19 on the outside of Kevin Boley.
Tiller, you see moving around there in that machine.
There's Tiller right in front of him with the race to stop suicide.
There you go.
There we go.
Cheer there, getting a little, whoo, boy. I don't know what camera you have, Mike, but I mean, these guys are just, it's like Atlanta. Tennell shoots it 3 wide to the inside of Tiller. Cheer Brown on the bottom.
Really, the problem with the practice as compared to now is it was super hot for practice, which made the car really loose. Sending it down into the bottom row for the race, as with the colder track conditions, I'm more concerned about these cars being tight and somebody just getting up into a bad 3 wide situation, sending everybody up into the wall.
Right now, looking at P12, my dinner brought to you by James Fillers and that Little Caesars pizza.
You get you some
machine.
Little Caesars tonight?
You damn right, I got the Little C's, dude. I got some cheesy breeze. I got the most extraordinary pepperoni pizza you've ever had in your life, or whatever. And I just got a head pat with pizza in my hand, bro. Come on. Stage winner, MTJ, come on.
Leaders now single file still. They are Jonathan Evans, Perrin Huggins. Perrin Huggins going to send it through the middle.
Here's your single file, Mike.
They're all trying to figure out which lane works for him. Really, Cade with that high side. I'd love to talk to him about that later. Because the high side's known for burning up tires. But here's the real question, which Cade may know better than me, is as the track starts to cool down as we get further into the night, is that high line really going to be more beneficial because the tire wear is just not there with 26 laps of fuel?
True, and you look now, if we pull the weather up, Mike, I have my weather app up. I'm not sure if you have yours. Under the lights here, partly cloudy skies, 83 degrees outside, but track temperature currently 86 with a 9-mile-an-hour wind right now. I believe that is a tailwind down the backstretch, so helping these cars get maybe a little loose, as the 26 car has gotten a little wiggly off of 2 a couple of times. Nothing so, substantial, but something to definitely watch as the laps tick on.
I cannot get away from this hornet's nest of like P20.
Yeah, I can't.
They all have different lanes in the turn. They get single file on the straightaway, but they all have different lanes in the turn, which just causes mayhem on turn exit.
And like where they're sitting on each other's bumpers is like
somebody's gonna die.
Why are y'all? Let's remind you, if you do have us pulled up here at twitch.tv/Race Affinity, it's lap 13 of 100.
Look at this,
and
man.
These bros, dudes, Galvin 3 wide, why not? Tiller.
Galvin almost pushes Tiller up into the wall there. Good job, good strat. Oh, Galvin gonna send it underneath the 57 of Wyatt Garrett. Clean pass.
Unbelievable.
Look at this. This is just insanity for P20. It's like P20 is winning the race right now.
NASCAR, are you watching this shit? I can't believe it. I forgot. But still, clip it and send it to him. Unbelievable.
We just got FCC'd.
There it is. FCC. We'd like to talk to you about your Monday broadcast. Unbelievable.
Casey Brown now currently the leader of this. Nope, we got 59 now on the outside. So Turnu Skirbo is leading this hornet's nest. Everybody else behind him.
I do want to point out that usually you are the one to make the mistake about laps, 75% of the race.
Yeah.
Get off me.
We all get one. I need one of those
Whoa.
One of those bleeps.
Whoa. Tiller, Skirbo, Tennell, just doing all they can to put on a Blue Angels-esque air show. You see the 95 of Galvin shooting to the inside of the 19 of Boley. All these guys just shuffling around here as we look back to the front. Because why not?
Job by Tiller. He completes it. Buddy. Gets around Skirbo. Tiller now leading this pack.
Yeah, the 45 still on the inside. A big run from the 55 back to the 19. Looking to the front here, Nick Miller has entered the chat. Perrin Huggins, Jonathan Evans, Cade McClinney, Dylan Basin, Randy Arms, still all battling at the front. 16 laps ticked away here at the Affinity Cup Series, blah, 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 Daniel Pendergrass, name here, 350, or I don't remember the name. We'll be right back.
Are you asking me?
Mike?
It is the Daniel
No.
Pendergrass CMS Michael McElroy Memorial Celebrity A race against blindness. Pro AM Fun Run race for the Cure 200. Just in case you were
All
wondering.
right.
Got it
I
memorized.
was wondering. And I'm glad I got it totally memorized. As you did say, you would only be able to say that once, and I now got you to do it again. So shout out in chat.
D-Base in the chat has asked me to refresh paints. I'll do it one time for you. We'll go ahead and hit the quick refresh on the paints.
Is that why he's swerving all over the place? He's trying to type in chat?
He is. I swear he's got text-to-speech. All right, all these white cars out here now. Just driving all over the damn place.
Casper to the inside of Casper. Casper now shooting to the inside.
Sit on board with Perrin Huggins. My pick to win, man. Up to P2. Let's go, Perrin. That Hornet's Nest has seemed to calm down a little bit further back, but now it's starting up here where the leaders are. As we're starting to see maybe if this tire fall off is starting to happen. We're about 10 laps away from green flag pit stops. Ooh. Nick Miller comes up, tries to throw the block on Randy Arms. Randy just swings it down low, gets right around him. Randy now making moves to get up to the front here, getting pushed by Dylan Basin right behind him. Who has saved enough tires for this run? Sorry, Basin, it didn't work. You're still in the 11. But Jonathan Evans, man, star of the show tonight. Still holding down P1, just riding his line. Perrin Huggins biding his time. I know how to rhyme. It's Auto Club. No, I lost it. That's it.
Evans, our biggest mover, besides Kyle Ritchie.
Let's throw that up here real quick, man. Positions gained right now. I'm currently showing Kyle Ritchie 9, Jonathan Evans 7. We are looking good. Alex Cheer up 7 spots as well.
Fact checked me in front of everybody, dude. That was awesome. Remember that?
That was not a fact check. That was me thinking you were throwing it to me. Nick Miller gets a little sideways.
Why not?
He saves it, though. Makes it back up the field. Doesn't lose too many spots. Only falls back to P7. Nick Miller, almost our first wreck of the night, down to the inside wall, but he's able to capture that car back up on track. Cade McClenny now looking for some of that side draft action off of the side of Randy Arms. Randy Arms has some moves to make, possibly even a W in the win or a check in the W column tonight would be completely beneficial for him. Randy's having a bad start to the season, is now trying to just make up some ground. And he sits, when I threw up those playoff standings, and you heard Quisenberry talking about it, Randy literally sits just outside of it, just off of those standings. I think he's like 2 drivers outside of the red names you see on that screen.
All 10 of these drivers now battling.
Oh my gosh. Basin on screen almost lost that car coming out of 4. Jonathan Evans still holding down the lead. No answer for him yet, as Perrin Huggins and Cade McClenny are now battling for P2.
And we look now, there's about a 1.5-second gap between 10th and 11th. Bowers, Fillers, teammates, obviously. Nipperis, Heel, Hines, about a second behind that. Falovich now passing Hines for 15th.
Yeah, Falovich in the 12 car up top there, making that pass pretty easily. Sam Hines, another fast driver. Andrew Tenold leading the pack with Ryan Tiller and Tony Skirbo. This was the chaos earlier. You can see how much this has actually slowed down and really kind of gotten a little bit contained here as everybody's single file. Really, now things are really starting to start to heat up here in the lead pack, because now we're going to start to see those drivers that opted for a little bit of tire saving. You're going to see where those different lines played out with their tires. And before we get to green flag pit stops, you may start to see some changes in our top 10 here, as Dylan Basin now shooting for P2, who was just in P5 or 6 about 4 or 5 laps ago. Randy Arms has since fallen back. He was in the battle for P2 not too long ago. Now sitting P8. Perrin Huggins shooting it low, trying to get underneath Evans. Evans might be throwing a little bit of an aero block here to get Huggins tight. Basin going to get the run coming off of 2. Kyle Ritchie back up into the mix. Your points leader in that number 26 machine. 76 machine.
The 58, little contact out of 2, and now battling side by side with Nick Miller. Got a little loose as you see the 5 car getting chased down to the bottom by Basin.
Really, the question now is who's going to start the pit strategies? Because I got news for you. McQuiggan qualified pretty high. He's currently sitting P33, riding the wall. Heavy damage on the front end as well.
Oh, Ritchie is well fading back.
Ritchie now dropping back to P8. Jonathan Evans still controlling the race, though. Dylan Basin now up to P2. Nick Miller, P3. Perrin Huggins starting to fall off a little bit. And McClenny's coming back into the chat.
There he is.
Hell of a block by Huggins. Drops it down in front of Nick Miller. Now going to jump back up in front of Cade McClenny. Drivers seem to have switched over to the higher lane. Cabe has not given up on that top row as he wall rides that thing all the way around. Figuratively, not literally wall riding. Which would be deemed illegal according to our rules. Dylan Basin now aiming for his shot at the lead.
Pits are open, and we have a few takers this time around. Niparis and Wyatt Garrett. Casey Herring, I believe, is another one. As is Dylan Falovich, Kyle Ritchie, Jonathan Schwartz, Brandon Bowers, Dylan Falovich, Cade McClinney as well into the pits. As quite a few Brandon French, Spencer Leaf, Joshua McQuiggan, Daniel Pendergrass.
It was about 26 laps of fuel, so really we're going to start to see it here. Jonathan Evans making it known that he's pitting this time by dropping all the way down to the white line.
Dylan Basin as well, Bowman pitting in, all announcing it. Basin, tragically in his first next-up race, was murdered while trying to pit. Literally. Nick Miller slides in almost some contact with Evans because, or that was Huggins, I'm sorry. Green flag pit cycle has begun.
And the difference is about a second. Right now, a lot of the drivers, their best lap times are around a 40.2 to 40.4 range. Before pit stop started, everybody was right around 41.4s to 41.6s. So the drivers coming out of the pits now that opted for the short pit strategy are going to be a full second faster out on track. Nick Miller bringing it down.
Arms, Anderson flying to the commitment cone. Sam Hines right behind them. Frady as well. Casey Brown. Everybody coming on in, getting some good years, some Sunoco feel.
I just saw Dylan Basin's pit stop time was a 14.4. I gotta imagine that was a little bit longer than he had hoped. I don't know if he had a shoot through on pit road or not, but usually we're looking at about 10 to 12 seconds on pit road. We'll see here with these drivers that are currently sitting there on pit road with Sean Anderson, Nick Miller. Maybe that's just the normal pit stop. It is. It's just the normal pit stop at Auto Club. 14.6. Sean Anderson making out there in 11.6 seconds. Dropping a heater of a pit stop.
Some may have had a few seconds of optional repair, possibly due to some contact to the wall or maybe some nose contact. It could have been anything here because, it varies between 16, 15, 14, 11. There's almost a 12-second pit stop.
Josh McQuiggan.
Devin Galvin.
Josh McQuiggan actually keying up in Twitch chat right now saying, hey, it's broke. I guess he got sideways at some point, hit the wall. And as you can see, that right front damage there on the number 29 car. Kelly Blue Book machine.
Are almost over here, and I believe that would put Cade McClinney, our now race leader. Ritchie behind him. About a second behind them would be Johnson, Basin, Anderson.
Really, Sean Anderson with the impeccable pit stop, man. He was one of the last guys to pit. Came back out in P4.
11.93.
Perrin Huggins, Cody B. Johnson. Jonathan Evans, our previous leader, Now trying to fight his way back up to the front as he's trying to make the pass here on Cody Johnson. Will complete it, coming out of 4. Comes out of 4 hot. Keeps it off the wall, though. Back up front to Cade McClenny. Richie McClenny teammates have been working together for a long time now. You saw last week at the good old Watkins Glen, the battle for the lead there for Kyle Ritchie to steal a W from Cade McClenny on his birthday.
Birthday boy. Denied. I
On
don't
his
think he's going to get
birthday.
friendly tonight.
Rumors in the chat right now is that Sean Anderson may have taken 2 tires. We'll find out if that's the right call or not.
Is reporting in the chat.
Pit road reporter Dylan Basin and track racer.
He can feel it. He can sense it because Sean is right behind. He just asked. He leaned out and went, showed him the fingers, 2 or 4.
Yeah, he just
and then he answered with 2.
Cade McClenny, Kyle Ritchie pretty much in cruise mode now. Dylan Basin and Sean Anderson, I assume at this point, they really don't want to pass each other. They just want to work together to get back up to the front here as they've got
2 seconds.
a battle of 4 cars with Cody Johnson on the inside. And then Randy Arms and Brandon Bowers rounding out the top 10. Brandon Bowers and James Filler's Team Jughead. Always has and always will be 2 cars. Team Jughead currently riding in the P10 and 11 position.
I'm going to buy Team Jughead. I'm just kidding.
Devin Galvin now making the pass on Matthew Heel. Matthew Hill around the high side. I'm starting to wonder who's saving, who's not saving. Andrew Tenold and Tony Skirbo right next to each other. Landon Quisenberry right behind them. Ryan Tiller has moved up to P15 out here, kind of on his own right now, as Matthew Hill's trying to make up some ground on the backstretch. As we continue through the field a little bit, Matt Frady, next up driver, getting the honorary free pass into the Affinity Cup Series. Riding that 140 machine, William Bowman right behind him. Bowman's sneaky, man. Here's what I'll say about Bowman. Bowman is currently sitting pretty well in the standings right now. And really a lot of it comes from he's a strategy player, man. He always makes up ground at the end of the race. Starts in the mid-20s, makes up ground at the end of the race. Bowman, I guarantee you, will be he's 23 right now, he'll probably be in the top 15 at the end of the race. Mr. Consistent. He's going to have the Mr. Consistency award at the end of the season. Guarantee it.
Cannot say the same about Super Saturdays. Give him the ad read, Mike.
Oh, my lower thirds just went off.
Oh.
All right.
Do the back marker one then.
If you guys haven't checked it out already, like I told you at the beginning of this stream, tonight, the race winner is getting some free backmarker merch. And the whole reason behind this is because Backmarker just launched an absolute diabolical amount of new merch on their site. If you guys head over to backmarker.shop, use the code AFFINITY10. There's a whole bunch of new stuff up there. Our Super Saturdays merch is up there in the Affinity store. We've got new Affinity Racing merch. There's new Backmarker Halloween merch, which was put up and immediately. One sold almost immediately as soon as the Halloween merch was put up. So go check it all out, man. Use the code AFFINITY10. Save 10% on your order. You get to help us out, too. You get to keep this league alive because we are ambassadors over there. If you want to be an ambassador, join their program. Raise some money for either your race team, your sim race team, your league. If you guys are watching from another league, you can raise money for your league by becoming an ambassador. Head over to backmarker.shop right now. Check out all the new stuff out there.
Boom, get better. Wednesday winner getting free merch too, Michael.
Yeah, sorry. I had to mute my mic because I was coughing.
I heard you.
You heard me. The stream did not hear me.
I know, and then I coughed. Yeah, all right.
All right, here we go. Parent hugging Jonathan Evans.
Goal.
Nick Miller riding the high line.
In the pits.
Who's wrecking in the pits?
Hines. Kevin Boley and
Oh
Sam
my
Hines.
Gosh, I'm going to have to rewind this. Check this out. We don't want to miss this one.
Do it.
Oh my gosh, that was 2 cars! That was 2 cars. Who was the other one? The 19 of Kevin Boley. He gets it back up together. So here's the thing that you guys don't realize is the drivers are the ones required to call out when things are going on. So somebody must have not called out that there was two cars wrecking on the front stretch. If they would have called that out, a caution would have come out, and that's really what's going to hurt Kevin Boley and Sam Hines here. Drivers all know the rules. Most of these drivers have been here for multiple seasons, and they know the rules. If they don't call it out, man, that's free green flags for the drivers who are still out there on track. Sam Hines now in the pits with, I'm assuming, heavy damage. He is getting tires put back on that thing. Those should be able to get out of here fairly quickly. That left front tire, unless he's turning to the left, that left front tire does not look good.
No, there was hard contact to that inside wall.
Not looking good for Hines as he is still stuck on pit road. Back up front to Cade McClenny. We'll check back in with Hines here in a little bit, see if he makes it back out there on the field. Jonathan Evans now making the pass on Nick Miller, but Nick Miller's got the run coming off of 4. Evans going to have to keep it down. He does. He's got the draft of Perrin Huggins, though. Miller, he assumes he's clear. He is. He's now going to get the push from Evans to get them back up towards Huggins and Anderson. Really kind of running away with the race right now is Cade McClenny and Kyle Ritchie. Basin just outside of their draft at 1.4 seconds. Sean Anderson trying to get up to him. That's the battle you just saw. Evans now losing the spot again to Nick Miller. Cody Johnson just hanging on. And then Randy Arms and Brandon Bowers rounding out the top 10. James Fillers still just outside of it with Jonathan Swartz right on his tail.
Wednesday's race winner for Next Up does actually win free merch from Backmarker as well.
Yes. Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday. And speaking of backmarkers, we are joined in the booth for a mid-race interview from the currently running P31, Joshua McQuiggan.
Yeah, I get it. I'm in the back. I get it.
But you know what? It's the gimmick, and I love it. You're still on the lead lap right now, 31 seconds behind the leader. Bold strat, 40 laps completed.
Oh, yeah, it's a strategy, all right.
Yeah, give us your bold strat call of slapping the wall on the first run there. Go ahead.
Oh, I just thought holding the wheel to the left and the straightaways would be an advantage during the race. It turns out otherwise. So lap 7, we got loose out of 4, hit the wall. I thought it'd be an advantage totally, and it just it's tight.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, is the aero modification that you've made to the right front side of your car, is that helping at all?
I have no communication. I don't know what it looks like. It's probably pancaked, but who knows?
You know what the old Batmobile looks like?
No, he does not.
There you go. No, that's
it. Yeah, it's horrible. It drives horribly. It's everything. This thing wouldn't even sell for scraps. It sucks.
Boy,
here's what I'll say, man. Shout out to Kelly Blue Book for sponsoring an absolute wash driver.
Absolutely.
It's gonna backmarker of the season.
Does need ambassadors. So if you find yourself in need, you have Blue Book just dropping you quicker than a hiccup.
All right.
Head on over. Get better.
You're running better than Corey LaJoy, though, so.
There you go. Corey LaJoy now in the pits currently.
I mean, it's their second race on the car. We did pretty good in the first one, but now it's terrible.
Right
it's
now,
awful.
oops. Do me a favor. Go race.
Good luck, Josh.
Good luck, buddy. The leader's coming, by the way.
There we go.
Battle for the lead. Ritchie to the inside of McClenny. And now Basin and Anderson, Huggins as well, pulled within a second of that lead pack. I believe there was a thank you of a race chat.
Kyle Ritchie does take the lead. Going to get a push now from Cade McClenny. Basin down to 0.4. Sean Anderson right behind him. And it's going to be just in time for another round of green flag pit stops. As we are about 10 to 15-ish away. Maybe some differing here and there when it comes to short pitting.
Could be less than that. About 8 laps could be. 6 to 8 laps, I would say. If we could stay green here, Dylan Basin cutting the nose of Ritchie off there. No, I mean, not really, but from the angle. It's from my angle. But what a run off the corner. I'm going to keep calling him the 11 car because his paint didn't show up correctly. The 05 to the inside, to the outside now. Basin to the lead. Inside, clear.
Richie going to stay on the outside lane with his teammate Sean Anderson following Richie through the middle of the turn. We'll see who takes what spot. Richie's going to keep it down in the middle. Jonathan Evans now trying to make a comeback as he's currently sitting in the P5 position. Nick Miller and Perrin Huggins right behind him. Dylan Basin, current leader.
Battle we're watching right now for the lead. Watch this segue. A race against blindness, our charity right now, season 4. givebutter.com/raceaffinity or head on over to raceaffinity.com for more information. And please give to our season 4 charity. They are fantastic. They have been nothing but welcoming and supportive of our ability to help them this year. So Basin getting a little loose off the nose. So givebutter.com/raceaffinity now. Help us get to 100% of our season 4 goal. We appreciate it. That's why we're here, right? Race for purpose. A race with purpose? Mike, thoughts? Commercial?
Race with reason. Jonathan Swartz now coming down pit road. He's going to start the green flag pit stops. A little early, I think. We'll see how it plays out, though. Because if the fuel run truly is 26 to 27 laps, he could still make this in one more stop after this one.
Absolutely. Schwartz has been known to pull a pit strat.
Oh my gosh, that slide job by Richie. The slide jobs here are just insane. They come up, and I'm telling you, I think it's the Auto Club camera angle. Oh no! Basin into the outside wall.
Evans shoots to the bottom, trying to avoid contact. Cabe was like, screw it, I'll drive through you. Miller now to the backside of the 05. Anderson, Huggins now is in the picture. Look at this, Cody B. Johnson. Dylan is to the inside of Richie once again. Early battle, not even damn near halfway of this race being completed.
I don't know if it's the Auto Club camera angles.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think it is. But it's just like the nose chops are so close, man. Perrin Huggins.
That's why I mentioned the one about Dylan earlier. I didn't want him hearing me say that he chopped the nose off of Richie, because from my angle, it looked like he did, but I know he didn't.
Yeah, like, look at this. Richie's clearly like a half car length in front of Basin, but
look at the run on the outside.
Oh my gosh, Basin loose again.
Wiggle. Obviously playing with a controller currently. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a simulator. Not playing. He's
Evans getting an absolute dominant push by Cade McClenny on the outside line. Basin and Richie make it stick on the bottom. Basin's going to take the lead out of 4 again.
Oh boy!
Huggins. Everybody's wiggling on turn exit.
I mean, you're looking at about almost 15 laps into a run currently on these tires.
Check these track conditions again. Right now, it was about. It was 86, and I think we're still sitting at 86. Jonathan Evans is now taking back the lead. But Basin, this is where he makes the pass every time on the backstretch.
Oh.
And if Basin can continue this is where it'll matter, because this will be the pass for the race win. If he can continue to make this pass on the backstretch, send up the slider to the outside and keep it off the wall, that would be the race win right there. So the drivers have got to figure out how to stop this. Yeah, they can all pass in 1 and 2 like Evans is about to do again, but where does the pass matter? The pass matters coming to the checkered flag. And right now, Basin has proven that at least 5 times that he can make that pass in 3-4. Jake Nippers now down pit road.
Thanks, John. William Bowman wrecked out by the 45 down the backstretch about 2 laps ago.
Oh my gosh, Bowman all the way back to P27, sitting in front of Brandon French, and Brandon French down on pit road now. French having a lot of marks on the right side of that car, has had some love taps with the wall.
Leaders are in.
McClenny and Richie have opted to pit in as teammates. Basin stays out.
Hearing a lot of radio chatter now. Quite a few drivers coming down. Herring, Season 3 Next Up champion. Ryan Tiller talking about something.
We're on about the same strategy that we made last time. So Cabe and Richie both pit 1 lap earlier than Basin and Evans last time around.
About 25 laps, Mike. You know what I mean? Essentially 25 to 27 laps.
Yeah, so they went 25 laps last time. Jonathan Evans now opting to pit again. Dylan basing in a state. Oh, God, Evans slams into the inside wall. Not really a slam. There's no damage on that car, but that is going to affect his time dramatically as he drops all the way back behind Bowers, who brings it down pit road.
Unbelievable. And I saw several drivers having trouble entering pit road hot, especially if you're not there in the racing groove of it. He was to the inside there, and in come Bowers, and he looked good.
Bauer,
Unbelievable. Just now getting to his pit stall right now. Shut up.
I love it, Bauer.
Oh, Basin and Miller coming in hot. Drag race to the commitment cone. Just in front of them, McQuiggan limping his way down pit road.
Cody B. Johnson to the lead. Johnson going to take his extra point.
Oh, yeah, going to give them points, bro. Then playoff points. Points matter in the playoffs. Begin 2 weeks from today. And we are ready to go. We got one more race. We're heading to Talladega to wreck some race cars. And then it's off to Iowa for round 1 of the Affinity Cup Season 4 playoffs. Mikey, it is getting down to the wire. Pull up them playoff points for us right now. They're not the live ones, but currently heading into this race, we are looking
check it out right here.
Some statisticals.
Currently, Richie's sitting at 285. Really, the cutoff line is where it all matters. So you're looking at Quisenberry just above it, Falovich and Anderson just below it, and then we've got a bunch of drivers that are not shown on screen right now. But if you look at like where Quisenberry is at 182 and Falovich 180, there's about 4 or 5 more drivers all within the 170 range underneath Anderson. 170s, maybe high 160s. So the playoff bubble is pretty dramatic right now. Pretty dramatic.
It is so. There's so much drama.
Drama
in the
with
LBC.
All right, we got word in from Zach Scare that there may be a little distaste from the drivers about no caution for the 2 cars. My question would be, did somebody call out 2 cars wrecking?
There were 2 instances.
Because that would be the real question. It's on the admins if somebody called out 2 cars wrecking. It's on the drivers if nobody called it out. Cody Johnson now getting passed by these much faster cars. Dylan Basin in front of him. Cade McClenny in front of him. Those are the leaders. When does Cody Johnson bring it down? Because he is 26 laps into this fuel run. Sean Anderson as well. He's on pit road now. Cody's going to check up, bring it down pit road this time as he's currently running 41.5s. The leaders, like Cade McClenny, 40.6. So a full second faster from this lead pack. Johnson still in the pits. Long pit road at Auto Club. He's going to hold on to this lead for a little bit longer. You can see the time ticking down, though, from Cade McClenny. Sean Anderson back out in P9 after the 2-tire stop strategy, allegedly, on his first pit stop. Here comes Cade McClenny coming back down the front stretch. As you can see on the top right-hand side of your screen, Cody B. Johnson still on pit road. 14.5 seconds. There he goes. He should be pulling off right now. As he loses the lead to Cade McClenny, he's going to get back up to speed here, but he'll have the fresher tires when the run starts to get a little bit long here. Cade McClenny, Dylan Basin right on his tail. Kyle Ritchie now passing Perrin Huggins. Nick Miller not too far behind him. Jonathan Swartz is really where this gap starts to set in. Him and Evans, 4.5 seconds behind the leaders. And then really everybody's pretty tight right behind all these drivers. Daniel Pendergrass in the middle of this in that ARS gold, blue, and white car. We got one car on the apron right now. Who is that? That's Wyatt Garrett. Wyatt Garrett just hanging out in the grass. Best seat in the house right now as he toes back to pit road.
Take a shot.
McClenny, Basin, Ritchie, Huggins, and Miller. Pretty much the most consistent top 5 for the night. They've battled for position all night here. I will tell you that Cabe and Ritchie already have 6 laps on their tires. Basin only having 4. Perrin Huggins, 5. Nick Miller, 4.
Biggest movers of the night right now, Frady, Herring, I mean, I'm looking at DeLeon's up 8 spots, as is Niparis. 12 spots for Kyle Ritchie, currently P3. William Bowman about to get overtaken by the leaders, racing side by side.
Bowman just kind of holding his line. The
Oh.
leaders, all he's got to do right there is just try to be predictable. He does. He just holds it in the top lane. Basin and McClenny swap spots after that. McClenny's going to have the run off of 4, though. Shoots it underneath him.
Yet. That seems weird. Not really. Never mind. It's these damn cameras, man. I don't know what it is. These cameras and the lights tonight. I hate lights at Auto Club. Never again. I'm protesting this race. Screw it. File protest shirt, backmarker.shop.
Also, you got wheel damage for Josh McQuiggan.
We go with that.
Basin trying to break the draft, going all the way down to the white line, but Richie's up there to help Cave McClenny try to keep the momentum going into 4. Cave's going to do it again, shoot a late apex, and try to get the run off under Basin there. Kind of practicing his moves for the late portion of this race.
Segway alert. These guys making moves over, around, and under each other, looking like the United States Air Force Thunderbirds. Didn't you just see them?
I did, man. I had an air show this weekend.
Hell yeah. Man's so rich he can afford the damn Thunderbirds. Unbelievable.
I wish. I always put on a good show,
One
man.
phone call. They are literally, I've been fortunate and privileged enough in my life to see all of the military branch, special event, Blue Angels, the Golden Knights. I've seen the Snowbirds of Canadian and Nanada. And that was pretty cool. But Thunderbirds are rad, dude. F-16s are cool.
F-16s are awesome.
Here we are. Who hold
Cave
the airplanes? We're so
sends
cool.
Into turn 1 and 2. He's
These
going to get that
guys.
slide up out of there. Oh, my
Look
gosh.
at the
Jeez. This battle between Cave and Basin is amazing right now. Basin doors
These guys-
him.
It'd be even better if we had the right paint job. That's the only thing really taken away from this moment. Unbelievable. Side-by-side action. Side-by-side out the sidelines. Like Michael Waltrip in the booth.
I will tell you, Basin,
What the hell's going on? It should have been 4 wide. They would have been. Richie, if they had one more damn lane, he would have done it. Unbelievable.
Can Perrin Huggins make a stick and get this slide job all the way up to the top line? No, because Basin's out there. We're going to be 3 wide on turn exit. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we're good. No,
Oh
we're
my
good.
gosh.
Big bump in the 05. These guys are having a blast right now. I hope they are, because right now we're watching it. Jake Niparis, Daniel Pendergrass, Dylan Falovich back here.
They're either
P13.
having a blast or they are completely on each other's nerves right now.
I have race chat on right now. I'm wondering what someone's going to be like, the hell, brah. Kyle Ritchie now to the back bumper of the 05. Perrin Huggins backed off just a bit, but Dylan Basin still. These 5 cars under a blanket, whilst P6 Jonathan Evans with the early issue on pit road, 3.5 or 4 seconds back from that. Anderson 2 seconds back of them. Johnson, Bowers consistently been around 9th to 11th place tonight. Schwartz is there. Tons of cars, lots of movers and shakers, but none more so than right now Kyle Ritchie. 12 spots, P3.
Kyle Ritchie is all but locked into the playoffs right now, sitting at 285 points. Like he is just doing incredible things every week. Kyle Ritchie currently, I think if he finishes where he's at right now, he'll be locked into the playoffs for next week, so he can just come out, show up, and help out his teammates. Really, the only thing that wouldn't lock him in is if he didn't show up at all for this race or at all for Talladega. Then he would be questionable. It wouldn't even be guaranteed that he'd be out. It would be questionable. That's how far in the lead he is. Currently 30 points ahead of second place.
Unbelievably caution-free here so far, and that has been a point of contention for some.
Point of controversy.
Yeah, we got some controversy.
We never got an update from Zach Scare about the... Oh! God! Basin getting slideways into turn 1 and 2.
Mike We're not even watching the same damn thing, but we react to the same thing. Big shove of the 05. Perrin's like, what are y'all doing? What's going on here? Richie to the bumper of the 05. The 20 of Nick Miller still lurking back here. Former Cup Series champion. Just in a different number, same car.
Really, Miller's in like prime position for this heated race right now for him to take the lead. Because
I mean, if it was Super Saturday, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Perrin Huggins with a little bit of a bump to the left quarter panel of Basin. Basin's able to control it though. And now side by side, McClenny and Huggins.
When Basin drives it in deep to the bottom from the top, Apex is the corner.
Oh
Drives it hard in. P1 currently drag race down the backstretch. Unbelievable announcer voice right now. I'm sorry.
Here's where I'll brag about these drivers a little. Oh no, Cabe and Basin get into each other.
Save it.
Basin is sideways. He does. He drifts it all the way through 3 and 4 and keeps up with the leaders. Perrin Huggins to the lead.
Smoked. Tires smoked.
Here's what I'll tell you about these drivers right now in the top 5. What you're watching right now, very few drivers can consistently do this for multiple laps and not just completely wreck each other. And these guys keep having saves. They keep getting loose, tight, into the turn, out of the turn. Completely impressive racing from the top 5 here.
We're getting a no comment on the race chat right now from Dylan Basin. Can we get the Tokyo Drift MP3 played right now while we watch that highlight? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, by the way, one of the earlier controversy, Moose is reporting. I may have misunderstood what people were saying, but I went back and watched it. It was only one car. I can confirm that as well. That is what I saw.
Oh, okay, so
earlier, there was a 2-car wreck with Hines and Boley, and that was a point of, okay, they were very off track, but it was still 2 cars.
Yeah.
They were able to gather it, stayed off track. With Bowman, it was a single car incident with the 45 car of Tenold.
Real quick shout out for all of you, though, still listening to us. I want to appreciate you for subscribing to Race Affinity. All the other viewers right now are hanging out in one of those lovely ad breaks. I don't know. They may be watching something about Chili's. They may be watching something about Coca-Cola. Who knows what they're watching? But you know what you're watching? Non-stop racing action here at the Affinity Cup. And we appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing.
If you haven't already resubscribed, it's September. Save some money.
Cody B. Johnson, Sean Anderson, and Jonathan Evans back here battling it out. Right now, the leaders have kind of calmed down, so we'll go through the field a little bit more. 9th and 10th, Brandon Bowers, Jimmy Side Draft Fillers holding that P10 spot. Dylan Falovich, a teammate of Kyle Ritchie, who's all the way up there in the front, and Cade McClenny, currently hanging out in the P11 position. Jake Nipperis, Matthew Hill, Jonathan Swartz.
Position. God, I thought we covered
Matt
this.
Frady currently sitting in P15. 16th, Casey Herring. 17th, Ryan Tiller. Tony Skirbo, 18. Casey Brown, Alex Chira going to round out the top 20. Then we got Landon Quisenberry in the race to stop suicide cars. Zach Saldivar, Travis DeLeon up to P23. Andrew Tenold hanging out in P24. Brandon French, Spencer Leaf, Randy Arms all the way back to P27. He was in the top 5 about 40 laps ago. All the way back in P27 now. Got to wonder what's happened to him. William Bowman, P28. Kevin Boley, Daniel Pendergrass, P30. And Wyatt Garrett, 17 laps down, currently in the pits. Devin Galvin, Joshua McQuiggan, and Sam Hines all out of the race.
That's the snack bar.
Back up front.
Huggins battling early there with McClenny, able to hold him off. Got himself a little bit of a gap now. Big run by the 05. Back to his bumper. Shoots to the inside of the 5. Miller up to P3, Ritchie, and then you see Basin still hanging in there, about half a second back behind this pack of 4.
Yeah, I gotta assume you had like you called it out real quick, and I don't know if the viewers caught it, but when Basin was drifting through 3 and 4, the very last thing you said was tires have got to just be burnt up now. And I think that's what we're starting to see, as Basin is 2/10 off of the leader's lap times right now. He is not dropping fast, but he's dropping enough. a pit stop should be able to save him now, as we are about 6 laps away from bringing it back down pit road again. Nick Miller to the lead.
I imagine Dylan's like driving right now, hearing us say that, rolling his eyes, and saying to us, "I could give a damn which Fast and Furious movie I just replicated. My tires are fine, bruh.
They're fine. I'm just hanging. I'm
They're
just
fine,
hanging.
bruv."
P5.
And he restarts whatever Taylor's version album he's listening to right now, which are all great. They're all great. Tay all day.
A little bit further, just
73
behind
laps.
Basin.
Don't you dare let me dig myself out of this hole.
No, I'm gonna let you stay in there.
No. 73 laps ticked away here. Miller to the point. Former Cup Series champion Huggins, McClenny, Richie, Basin.
I was gonna let you end it just on Tay. I was gonna
No. I was gonna segue into some damn lyrics, but you didn't give me enough time.
Just behind them, Spencer Leaf has just gone a lap down, and oh my gosh, the drivers just disappeared for a second.
Nah. Oh crap! I just saw that too.
That was weird. Like the lights flickered at Auto Club.
Miller and Huggins now doing their best impression of Basin and McClenny, except they're still going that way.
Here we go. Battle's heating up again. McClenny down to the inside. We got another battle for the lead here.
3 laps within the window right now for pit stops. Our third green flag pit stop of the B. Richard is a bum. Taft, get bent. You suck. That was pretty mild. That was pretty good.
It's pretty mild. It was good.
That was pretty good.
You would have got if it was Saturday night or a Battlegrounds night, you would have got way more choice words.
Man.
But you got.
I'm getting banned on multiple television stations and getting a letter from somebody. Definitely getting a letter.
I'll tell you what, Basin has now closed up this gap a little bit more. He is right on the tail of Kyle Ritchie.
Can't say that. Bowers now calling out pit road for him, this time by Miller. Dives to the inside with Ritchie. Brandon French, I believe, is pitting in front of the leaders. McClenny, Huggins. Bowers is now to the pits. Evans as well. Nipris. Several takers. Huggins and McClenny continue to battle. Basin watching them battle here about half a second back. Still within the draft, but again, those tires have to be a little bit hot. A little hot. Who thinks there'll be a caution at the end of the race? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
I did see there's a plastic trash bag on the grass right now. If that does wind up on the track, we unfortunately will have to put out the caution.
We got a damn idiot climbing the catch fence.
It's possible there may be some debris inching its way towards the track.
Travis DeLeon is climbing the damn catch fence in turn 3. Put her out.
Dylan Basin opts to stay out. Currently 24 laps on these tires. Cody B. Johnson not too far behind him. Currently sitting at 2.5 seconds. And then James Filler sitting at P3. Really, the options are going to come down here is who opts for 2, who opts for 4. Perrin Huggins currently sitting on pit road. Really, it's going to all come down to those lap times that you see at the right-hand side of your screen there. Looks like Huggins opts for 2. Cabe possibly as well, as they both entered at the same time, both leave at the same time. Same with Sean Anderson.
I don't know, 13 second. I don't know.
They were all at 11.6.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. It's on the screen.
This is 13.5. 11. Sean Anderson 11.3. I don't know.
Matthew Neal, Casey Herring, all at 14.7, 14.5. There's your 4 tire stoppers right there.
Wyatt G said, "Can I get a redo?" Nah, but you can uninstall. Redeemed. I put her out in the chat. Thanks, Taff.
All right, final green flag stops are almost complete. Dylan Basin bringing it in now. Cody B. Johnson moving back up to the front of the pack here. Going to get his extra point locked in the books, though. James Fillers also trying to get that extra point. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay out as long as Cody here. Let's see. Currently, James Fillers has 25 laps on those tires in that tank. Cody B. Johnson currently sitting at 23. Everybody eventually has to bring it down pit road. Once we get done with this, we'll send you guys over to Crank It Up. And we'll finish out a few laps here with the engines revved up.
Go hit it right now.
No. I want green flag pit stop to stop first.
Oh, that's true.
Cody B. Johnson bringing it down pit road now. Oh my gosh, Spencer Leaf got crazy sideways.
Oh,
And he's wrecking.
Oh.
He gets off track though.
Single car? All right, nothing yet.
Single car and backs it into the grass. Smart move. Heads up play by Spencer Leaf to get off the track and not throw a caution to a late caution to these drivers.
That would have screwed Johnson. And now Leaf back onto the racing surface. Man,
If he would have broke and been stuck up there on the top of the track, that 100% is a caution that comes out.
oh, 100%. If he holds that brake. 54 is the lap. James Filler's last pitted on, bringing it down pit road. Race leader will be Nick Miller.
Yeah, it should be Nick Miller here as he passes Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson, though, with a hell of a pit stop, makes it back out here with the lead pack. He's just not up to speed, though, so he's going to lose some positions just based off of that.
Draft.
He is just inside of it.
Nice. Okay, all right. Shout out to @NASCOM. 5-car battle. Sean Anderson back behind them. Just about a half a second, maybe. And if he's able to catch Cody B. Johnson, they might be able to have a little something. 20 to go here. Auto Club at the Daniel Pendergrass sponsored.
You need that name again? The Daniel Pendergrass CMS Michael McElroy Memorial Celebrity, a Race Against Blindness Pro AM Fun Run Race for the Cure. 200 at Auto Club.
Atta baby. Powered by backmarker.shop. Use that code Affinity10 right now.
It's
New
time, man.
Shiza right now. It's so dope.
Green flag pit stops are done. It's time to get a crank it up in. It's time for your noise pollution. We'll be right back. I'm Mike McElroy. That's Brandon Richard. Thanks for tuning into the noise pollution there. Had some crazy battles for the lead while we were out there. Drivers still kind of shooting for position, trying to plan as much as possible. Dylan Basin has dropped back to P7. Got Randy Arms lap down right behind him. Richard, talk to us about these top 5, man. Oh, stand by, buddy. Stand by.
Yeah,
There you go, buddy. There you go. Talk to us about this top 5.
You're sweet.
I forgot to unmute you.
Still battling right now. Miller in 05 of McClinney contact. And then Richie able to make a little bit of a run there. Huggins to the inside. Cody B. Johnson still. And McClinney having a good time, telling everyone in chat that he is, which is dope. Looking to the inside. Johnson looks to the inside there, back in the P5 position. Oh, damn, I did what Mike does. Whoa, McClinney turned! Oh, in front of the... Like, Richie collected. Miller as well. Caution out with 13 to go. McClinney turned on the nose of Nick Miller, exiting turn 4.
That changes everything.
Changes everything. It changes where McClinney's was.
Our first caution of the night.
Coming out of 3, McClinney just saying as they exited 2 how much fun he was having. And of course, that is a bad omen. Don't ever count your chickens or enjoy something too much, because that will turn, like, you know, God, because I didn't know what I was looking at. You know what I mean? I'm just watching the P5, and I said P5 position, and I was pissed off that I said that. And I was already mad that I said that. And McClinney turned around.
Here we go.
Let's go to the Innotrative's drone camera.
Here we are. On board with Cade McClinney. We're on the front stretch right now, passing the Geico restart zone. Coming up to the start-finish line, we've got Huggins, Miller, McClinney, Richie not too far behind him, as well as the 08 of Cody B. Johnson just behind him here. As we enter into turn 2, I think I might be a little bit too far back here.
Way too far.
There we go.
4, Mike.
There it is. It starts in turn 1 and 2. We got a little bit of door bangings, maybe suggesting that these cars are a little bit tight in the turns. We make it down the backstretch just fine. Here we go into turn 3 and 4. Let's see what happens here. We've seen this nose chop several times, and it's worked. Unfortunately, that time the door closes a little bit quicker than it looks like McClinney had planned, and that's going to stack up all the cars behind him, sending everybody sideways. Look at Cody on the bottom left of your screen, though.
Oh, yeah. And
sends it into the grass.
Yeah, but then you have Richie, who was sandwiched. Points leader, Kyle A. Richie.
Yeah, Richie just... Oh, man, really nowhere to go. Nowhere to go there. Huggins, Miller get a little Richie sandwich there.
You are trying... You use the cream in the Oreo. Literally, you're trying to get back to some of the fastest speeds on the racetrack, coming out of 4 on tires that are about 8, maybe 7 to 8 laps old at that point. So you wouldn't think there'd be too much of an issue. Looking at the current temperature right now, track temp hasn't changed too much, 85 degrees. Air temp is 81. Wind is just about 11 mile an hour. I'm not sure which direction, to be honest. But, you know, the loads that these cars have off the corners there. And also, just, what do you do? Yeah. Unfortunate end to an evening that was entertaining, to say the least.
Here we go, man. We got smoke just pouring out of the 05 car, and I want to hear what's going on right now. Cade McClinney, welcome up to the broadcast booth. First off, let me say that the racing in the top 5 has been absolutely amazing. Some of the most aggressive yet fun-looking racing that we've seen all night. Unfortunately, now smoke coming out of the rear end of the car. Talk to us about it. What happened here?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
There you go.
Oh, I knew it.
No, I don't know. It was in that weird spot in the mirror, right as I kind of come up. I didn't know if he was on the wall or like how high he was, and he was in the 3.5, and I expected him to be in 4 3/4, and it just, as soon as I came up,
it's a move
got on the gas and it pushed.
Yeah, it was a move that we've seen all night, man, and it's worked all night. And it's just, you know, it's
I
just
kind of didn't expect him to get that big of a run off the top, I think, and I just stayed in the gas. I'm like, it'll be all right, and then it just kind of happened. So yeah,
And nothing can go wrong. Oh no,
as hard
it
as
went
it was
wrong.
to push, as hard as it was to push and get around people, that was one of the funnest races I've ever done. So this is my bid to be the finale for next season.
Yeah, man.
I loved it.
It looked fun. That's all we're gonna say. It looked like a blast up there up front. You guys constantly switching positions, getting the runs into the turn, off the turn. It was some of the most exciting racing we've seen in the top 5 with the different lines you guys were using.
Green, green, green.
So
Yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. You guys want me to help broadcast this last bit?
I just realized we're green. That was the quickest friggin' yellow flag.
That's what I thought when I was down pit road, and I'm like, 2 to go. Holy crap!
That was we're getting ready for a backmarker restart, and we are restarted already. Holy smokes! Yeah, Cabe, you can hang out with us if you want.
Yeah, my Discord, actually
Almost 4 wide.
crashed.
Oh,
Holy
well,
smokes, dude!
it's Dylan up there on the high side with Sean leading down the backstretch. Now Evans is going to go 3 wide down the backstretch.
Yeah, Evan's shooting it down low. We've seen him make this move several times. Cody Johnson holding on to the lead here steadily. It looks like while we were gone and talking to you there, Cabe, it looks like a lot of people out there for pit stops. Brandon Bowers gets around.
Yellow flag.
Caution comes out again. We're going to get the little caution fest at the end of the race here. This is going to be opportunity for a lot of these lucky dogs, Spencer Leaf being probably the next one.
It's loading.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, that was... let's go take a look at that one.
Holy smokes. Hold on. We gotta figure out how quick these yellow flag
I think
base
it was
laps
just a
are.
weird point that one me. It just immediately was 2 to go, pretty much, and
Yeah, just the weird part of the wreck. You're wrecking right before the checkered.
yeah.
Yep.
So it just pace car came out and it was 2, and then we were good. So
Yeah, all right, here we go. Let's go check this one out real quick. Brandon Bowers gets a little slideways coming off the turn there. Let's check out what happened here. This is the restart. We make it all the way back around the field. Bowers in the high line. Got the 11 of Dylan Basin, or sorry, the 54 of Dylan Basin on the outside. Let's go check it out from the blimp view here.
Bowers finally worked his way up to the top 5 after a long night marred in the top 10.
Oh, gets a little...
Falovich.
I've been wondering where he was at most of the race.
Oh, Falovich a bump to Evans, and then I think what?
Yeah, but really, it's it looks like Richie's trying to help him out of the turn, giving him a push to get a run onto the front stretch, and it just unsettles the rear end of the car. Bowers tries to save it. The good news here is
Is he just spun no contact?
yeah, no contact, and I think everybody should have an extra set of tires, so this might actually help out Bowers here. And
yeah, it looked like as soon as he started coming up, if you look in front of him, Evans was right in front of him, and it was kind of pushing. And as soon as Evans was out of the way, it got a lot of air on the front nose. As he went across the seam, it got loose, and then Kyle just got to him, and little touch, and it went around.
little touch, little double tap there from Richie.
Little
We got all right.
Cabe hijacked the broadcast. He did come in here with a weapon.
He did.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, he did. He came in here.
I had some suspension parts I was ready to throw.
Yeah, he was pretty peeved, and he had something in his hand, and we're just like, nah.
Cabe, one thing I'd like to talk to you about, man, is you've kind of fought your way out of the trenches to get back up into P3 of the standings going into the playoffs. Are you worried being 240 points, almost 50 to the good of the cut line? Actually, 60 to the good of the cut line. Are you worried about where your finishing position is going to be tonight?
A little bit now that I'm looking at it, because it's gone green, so I'm 29th. So that is a little bit of a worry. I know that incident with Bowers just happened. Perrin's been struggling more than me this season, so it's kind of just been back and forth, but I feel like I'm all right. I mean, we got Dega coming up, so I might just pull the Gibbs strategy and just hang it out the back for the whole race and just try to finish. So
I'll tell you one thing that TTSL is good at, man. They're good at every track. You guys all have like your specialty, but super speedways, when you guys are able to fully work as a team, that's where we really see like TTSL shine.
I can't remember if it was when I was in Next Up running the Next Gen or last season, but I was up front running, and 3 of them drove by me, and I'm like, crap, they got this figured out, and they finished 1, 2, 3 or whatever that race. And then the next Dega race, I was in chat with them and running with them, and then it didn't go great. Then we ran another one, and we got wrecked or something, and then Daytona, it didn't go great either. So ever since I joined them, I may have messed him up, but
Yeah.
hopefully our luck turns around at Dega.
I'm looking forward to watching it, man. I wanted to, let me see if I can ask this guy one question real quick. One question. Randy, I don't got much time. I just want to know one question. What happened from running the top 5?
That's bad.
Okay, gotcha, man. We'll see you, bud.
Love you. Mean
See
it.
ya.
All right,
Nice on the
I had
pace
to,
car heading-
I had to know
Go
what
ahead.
happened to Randy there, man. We're getting ready for another backmarker restart, though.
Want to redeem a lap on board with Pendergrass? We can't. He is in the trailer. Lights out on the pace car. We are heading back to a backmarker.shop restart zone. Green flag with 6 to go. Auto Club Season 4 of the Cup Series. Kate McClitty joining myself, Brandon Richard, and Michael McElroy in the booth. Hard left turn down pit road. Johnson Evans, 2 Chevys, front row, restart zone. Green flag.
Cody B. Johnson, Jonathan Evans, that front row. Johnson getting just the leg up, passing the restart zone. Evans starting to fall back just a little bit. Fillers, though.
I like where Fillers is at, and Dylan's going to go up there with him. We're going to run the high side. If he's able to hold it, it looks like they're going to have the momentum through the center. Dylan's going to come up.
Basin. Go, what a run.
There we
Able
go.
to clear
Falovich
Falovich.
getting a little bit loose, though,
Whoa.
coming off.
Three
We
wide
got
lead.
cars all over the damn place.
Evans was into the wall there out of 2. On the
Welcome
outside
to
of Johnson. Hell yeah. Run wherever the hell you want. Johnson's still ahead now. Evans, Anderson, Basin now tracking them down on the half side. Then you got Swartz, Falovich, Heel, Huggins, and Chira back behind them. The gap is just about a second through 10th place.
They're tucked up underneath each other into one.
Oh my-
Evans is going to have a peek underneath Johnson.
Not able to close it, though, on turn exit. Cody Johnson going to have the run off the turn.
It's been like that all race. You just need a little bit of help to get the run. Even if you do run the top, you just lose a little bit too much time running it to be able to do it. But he's going to try it. If he's able to get a little bit of that run, maybe he can have a peek into one. That'll allow Sean and Dylan and Kyle to catch up.
Oh, my gosh,
a
Sean
ton of
Anderson.
damage there.
Jeez.
Dylan. Oh,
One into
we
the
got
Matt
one more, Sim.
Frady.
Matt Frady.
Matt, no!
Oh, my gosh, comes
Jesus.
back up on track.
Able to do whatever.
Doesn't
No
take
caution.
any cars
Doesn't
out
need
with
it.
him.
All right, we're good. Act like it didn't happen. Frady, sorry.
Go.
Back
Four
up
to
front.
go, side by
for
side.
lead.
Really, they're
Lead
kind of
for
starting to
second.
gap the field a little bit now, but now this side draft might start to change that up as Sean Anderson is single file with Dylan Basin, Kyle Ritchie, and
oh boy.
here we go.
Okay, that's going to change here because if... Oh, he's going to clear him.
Huggins with a big run there, looking to the inside, looking to make it 3 wide back here for P7. Looking at the lead now, Evans. Battling again with Johnson.
Oh my gosh, heel into the outside wall.
Oh, big wreck.
Into Alex.
Big wreck.
Fillers is in it.
Oh,
That. Moore's been in behind him.
God.
More cars getting involved because
Yellow's out.
Green, white,
White.
checker.
First one
baby.
of 3, baby. Here we
Oh,
go.
Here we go.
We didn't have enough.
All right,
100
so-
laps. To hell with that.
This is what I'm wondering. So everybody pitted on 89, around 89.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that's going to come down and take... I think everybody's probably got a set left, or people who didn't pit that last time probably has the right sides at least. So I wonder if everybody's got tires, would it be enough to overcome it?
That's what I don't know. Hold on. Let me go over this real quick. So we got the 9 of Chira on the outside. We got Huggins the 5 and Matthew Heel's kind of in the middle here. I can't tell if there's a little bit of netcode between Heel and Huggins that sends Heel off the nose of Chira, but then Bowers really just trying to avoid the wreck. He comes down, touches the apron, which unsettles his car, sends him up into Chira. Him and Fillers wind up holding hands. Chira gets into the outside wall, and then really that's pretty much all she wrote from there on out. Unfortunately, Chira drops back to P20 from that incident. I think we had some other stuff happen after the caution was out. Oh, Travis.
Like Jake kind of got hit. He got sideways. He saved it.
Yeah, I think the caution's not fully out yet where cars are checking up. Travis comes into the back of the 1 there of Jake Niparis. Everybody kind of collects it though. Travis gonna have some heavy front end damage, which is what I wanted to ask you about this, Cabe.
Yes, sir.
Do you think with the split that we were getting there between Chira and the front of the pack, you think this damage is affecting Chira? He's got a little bit of a wrinkle on that front bumper.
Right front before the incident? Or right now?
This was during the green flag
No,
run that we just had.
Oh,
No, I believe that was from
I
the
don't
incident
think it-
before that.
oh, I see it. I don't think so. In this last little bit, I don't think it's gonna matter. When you get within like 5 to go or 3 to go, it's just gonna matter what lane you're in. So I don't know who's gonna come out good on this restart. Whatever lane moves first, I think is gonna be the best bet. If who's in second? Is it Evans?
Yeah, we got Cody Johnson currently sitting P2.
Okay. If Evans is able to get a good restart, Dylan gets in the back of him, has a good push, and they're side by side, I think if Johnson's best bet's to kind of sit on Evans's door as they go through one, and as they come off the corner, they'll probably be side by side. But if they get too side drafty, they're gonna have to be worrying about Sean maybe sticking a 3 down the backstretch into 3. So that's the only thing to think about. But it's gonna be fun no matter how it ends up.
It is. It's a lot to think about here. We got Matthew Hill still sitting on pit road over a minute now. Don't know if he's gonna make it back out there, but we'll keep it. We'll keep an eye on him, seeing if he can get that car back moving. Had a hard hit to that outside wall. Might be the classic 8-minute toe link damage repair. So
Well, I may have had motor damage. I had 31 minutes, so
yeah, that's 100% engine damage.
yeah. we were a little down. I need to fix it. Felix down there.
Matt 4089, appreciate the follow. Thank you for coming out, good sir. All right, there will be more cautions, I'm guessing, from Aiden in the chat. We'll see. Here's what I want to go over with you guys real quick. This is something that we don't get to see too often. Overtime in the Cup Series. The rules of overtime. Here it is. The drivers get 3 options at overtime, right? 3 tries at overtime. First and second try, cautions are live. Cautions can come out all the way up to the white flag. At the white flag, it's a race to the finish. Third overtime. We will always finish under green flag conditions at Affinity Racing. So the drivers in third overtime, it's the overtime that none of the drivers want to make it to because it is balls to the wall, drag out, shootout, no more cautions. You're doing 2 green flag laps no matter what happens, and we finish under green conditions.
EONR, point of no return.
Point of
Is
no
it
return.
bad that I've kind of said screw my points and I don't care how this ends up as long as we finish side by side or like 3 wide?
Oh, dude, I love to
like-
see good finishes like that, man.
It's kind of ironic because down the backstretch right before I wrecked, I did say I don't really care how this top 5 ends up as long as we all finish up here. I can finish 5th and be happy, and then that didn't end up going good. So this restart's gonna be fun.
This will be fun, man. Jonathan Evans, Cody B. Johnson, front row again. New second row, though.
Just
As we've got
snooze
Dylan
those
Basin
abs,
hanging out
baby.
back up here. Sean Anderson, currently sitting P3. Kyle Ritchie and Jonathan Swartz, lane 3. Lights are out on the pace car, getting ready to make the hard left-hand turn down to pit road as we get ready to approach one of the final backmarker restarts. Green flag's out.
Oh, Miller to
We
the
do
outside.
have
That's
a
Huggins.
lane
7.
change. Ugh,
Huggins.
that is going to be
That's
a
not gonna
penalty.
help for the points.
That's going to be a penalty.
But Evans to the lead, though. What lanes he's going to go with? He's going to go to the bottom. That's going to give Sean dirty air. Looks like Johnson's going to have a little bit of run down the backstretch. Now, if Dylan can stay tucked on his back bumper, Johnson is going to have a huge run down the backstretch as Cal's able
Oh
to clear the
my
rest behind.
gosh!
Oh,
Everybody
no one-
avoids it, though!
Unbelievable.
Swartz saved it.
Holy
Down into 3. Here goes Johnson to the inside.
Cody Johnson looking good. I think Evans might have the run coming off the turn, though.
Here
Basin.
comes Dylan.
Yep. I'm watching Basin
He's
right
gonna go
now.
3.
Again,
There ain't no
Huggins,
way.
Anderson,
Parents
Richie
pushing Kyle as
still.
well. Bowers back through the middle.
Bowers showing up. Go, hey, hang on.
Evans throws a block on Basin, sends him up. White flag's out. White flag's out. Cody Johnson currently in the lead, holding it down. He's going to slide it up in front of Jonathan
Flag
Evans
out.
here. Oh my gosh, Bowers slams into the outside wall right in front of Richie. No
Dylan
more
pushes Evans
cautions.
to the bottom. Big block down the backstretch.
Cody
Evans
comes
to the
back
bottom.
up, blocks Basin. Basin stays high. Evans and
big
Cody
run.
Johnson.
Basin,
Side
Basin,
by
look at Basin.
side.
Basin,
Basin
Basin,
sending it
Basin.
in. I
So the block. 3
don't know
wide.
if he's going to have it. 3
Up the
wide
side,
coming
yeah.
to the start finish. Who's going to get it?
Brendan Johnson with the win.
Cody
Whoa.
Johnson! Cody Johnson
man.
finishes the race sideways for the
Sideways,
win.
backwards, 3 wide.
Hell, I've been there.
Cody Johnson finishes the race. We're gonna re-review it. Holy smokes! Let's take it back. Let's take it back to the white flag lap, man. Where is this at? We're currently looking for lap 104. Nope, 102. 102. Here we go. All right, let's go find Cody.
This was going to be one of the best green-white checkers that we've seen all season.
Here we go. All right, this is all the way back to the restart. So let's get these cars back around to the white flag here. Jonathan Evans, Cody Johnson. Jonathan Evans is the one, you can see it right here. He takes the white flag. Actually, I don't know. Let me go up in the blimp real quick.
Here, hold on, let me see. Yes, he did.
By a splitter, he takes the white flag. And then he's got the help from Basin on the outside, but he goes down to side draft off Cody. Cody Johnson sending it down to the turns 1 and 2, and then really where it starts to heat up again is going to be on the exit of turn 4. Basin shooting for the late apex, sends it high, comes down into the exit of turn 4. I've watched Cade do that move like 4 times this race.
If there was about half a lap less on tire wear or something, he probably could have gotten to Evans' left rear and side drafted enough to pull him back. I don't know if he would have gotten Johnson, but that would have been...
God, and then Evans and Johnson, we're here. We're sitting at about 100 feet away from the start finish line. Jonathan Evans looks like he goes up to get a side draft from Cody Johnson there. I don't even think he knows that Basin is shooting for the win underneath of him. And then Johnson just crosses the start finish line sideways, taking I believe his second W of the season. I believe he won Daytona.
Did he get Daytona? I feel
No, he got Chicagoland. Cody Johnson got...
Yeah,
Cody got Chicagoland. It was Jonathan Sports that took Daytona. So Cody Johnson is our second 2-time winner of season 4. Yeah, Kyle did break the trend last week.
Yeah.
Cody Johnson and I have an empty broadcast waiting room.
All right.
Amazing work. I'll tell you what though. Let's see where everybody's at, man. Let's go over the results real quick while we're waiting on the broadcast waiting room to fill up here. Cody Johnson taking P1. Dylan Basin, Jonathan Evans, Perrin Huggins, and Brandon Bowers rounding out the top 5 there. We got Kyle Ritchie bringing in P6. Nick Miller, Dylan Falovich, Randy Arms, and Sean Anderson bringing up the top 10. Let's see who bring out the top 20. Andrew Tennell, James Fillers, Tiller, Niparis, Skirbo, DeLeon, Casey Brown, Quisenberry, Boley, and Bowman rounding out the top 20. French, Leaf, Chira, and then we have Schwartz, and then we start getting into the lap down cars. Casey Herring, Daniel Pendergrass, Matthew Hill, starting the cars that were not able to finish. That's going to be Hill, Frady, McClenny, Zaldivar, and then Galvin, Garrett, McQuiggan, and Sam Hines rounding it out. I do have one guy in the broadcast waiting room, and it is the man of the hour. Here he is, the one, the only, Cody B. Johnson. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude.
That
Race.
Was
that was an exciting race, dude. You had a lot of good strategy there. I'll tell you what. You walk me through it. What was the game plan coming in tonight, and how'd you make that work?
The game plan, if it went green, was to take rights, and then all 4, and then rights again. And then just conserve fuel, riding behind everybody to where that last stop, I could take 2 and then not have to take as much fuel. And it still worked. It still kept me with the main pack. But I slipped in my box on the halfway mark. So it put me back a little bit, but it was still working. I don't know that I would have had enough to clear the guys that had a few lap older tires in front of me before that caution came out.
Yeah, as always, it gets a little bit nerve-wracking when you have those late cautions start dropping. But at this point, you're sitting there in the top 5. How does the game plan change at that point when everybody's on fresh tires and now we're shooting for green, white checkers?
I just survived, really. I'm not good. This car is probably the one I struggle with the most at being aggressive. So I was trying to be aggressive, but not be overly aggressive to where I would end up wrecking myself or somebody else. And I don't know why Jonathan went high that one time on fresh tires. The high side wasn't. I don't feel that the high side was the fastest on the short run. So when he went high that one time and it let me under him, I didn't know why he did that, but it allowed us to get under him and side draft him a little bit down the front stretch. And
then finally coming to that checkered flag, man. Is it just all love there, just hard racing? You cross the start finish line sideways. There's a little bit of contact there with Jonathan Evans. What's going through your mind as you're sideways and Dylan Basin is on the apron, aiming for the pass at the very end?
Yeah, I knew Dylan was down there, and I was expecting Jonathan to side draft. I don't know if he intended to get into me or not, but he should have done that coming out of 4. He would have had a better shot at winning if he would have done that exiting turn 4 versus right at the line, because right at the line we were already there, so it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's all fun. I was good with 5th, and I was good with 3rd or win or 10th. It didn't matter to me. I had a lot of fun right there.
Yeah, looking at the standings right now, you're sitting pretty good, man. Currently, Johnson. No, you're not. That's right, because you missed a race, didn't you?
Yeah, I remember that one that I skipped out on and ran that Sim 500 league. I missed. I can't remember what it was, Rockingham or I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I missed.
It's the
I
same
missed
thing
a
that
race.
happened to Kyle.
All right,
Running
but
another race might have cost you.
but
And
you're
like the last 3 races, I've been wrecked. Like I wrecked out at last 3 weeks in a row. I've pretty much wrecked out.
oh man,
But
but
does this fully make up for it or no?
Oh no, I'm still way far behind. I was just out there having fun, man. I'm probably still 20th.
yeah, we'll
Maybe
see
even
after
further than
these. We'll see after these points get uploaded and figure out where you wind up sitting. Because I believe you were. Yeah, I think you were in the high 20s actually. But a win tonight and possibly a good Talladega. I mean, the cut line's not far. 175, and I think you came in tonight in the 140 or 150 range.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible. Not impossible.
Well, yeah. Well, that was fun. Regardless if I make it or if I don't, it's still a lot of fun. I'll be there and race and have fun. And same thing we did tonight. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed racing with everybody. Hated to see that last when the leaders got together, because I think it was going to be a lot of fun there at the end, racing out and stuff. So I hated that happen. But
Yeah, that
other
was
than
my
that,
fault. Go ahead.
I barely avoided that one, but it was going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the shot to the grass, man, was just the shot to the grass to take over P1, dude, was just amazing work. Amazing quick thinking there.
I just had to get away from everybody.
Yeah. All right, Cody Johnson, your race winner, man. Congrats on taking the W tonight. And we'll look forward to seeing what you do here in the final race of the season at Talladega.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right, we just got Jonathan Evans, who...
I'm going to jump out of here. So I will see you boys. Thank you for letting me join, because I had fun broadcasting. So
all right, Gabe.
as I was after I ended up wrecking. Thank you, boys, for letting me, because that made the night a lot better watching the finish.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, bud. We'll see you.
See ya.
All right, Jonathan Evans up here to the broadcast booth. Welcome, buddy. Talk to us about this P3. Walk us through those final laps.
Oh man, talk about a race. That was, that was a blast from start to finish. I kind of thought I took myself out of it going into pit road that one time. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, we caught it on
broadcast.
stream. We did.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah,
and it's on the VOD, so
You know what? You know what sucks, Evans, is we don't always catch everything, right? But for some reason, I was like, "Oh, Evans is pitting." I click over to you, and it's you sliding into the inside wall. I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, that wasn't my proudest moment for sure.
But still, you dominated early, man, and then you were there at the end. How'd you make that all work out?
Yeah, I mean the 26 car, we put on a fight tonight, representing our new colors. We got the Team EPI, TPR, 1/8 racing coffee, whatever, Camaro, and yeah, like you said, we came out strong out of the gates. I wasn't really sure how this race was going to go, and I kind of just told myself I wanted to put together a good run because we've struggled over the past few weeks besides Watkins Glen. So yeah, just to have a chance to win it at the end there, very proud of it and proud of the P3. And when we were coming off 4, man, I was just hoping that Dylan would just push me, but he didn't. So
Oh yeah, you know he's gonna go for the. You know he's gonna go for the win too. He shot that high arc trying to get underneath you guys.
Yeah, he did. He got me with the little side draft, and then I got a little too crazy, as you can see on the broadcast right now with the side draft coming to the line. But you know, I've known Cody for a long time, raced against him a ton, and although we haven't always seen eye to eye, he's one talented racer, and I'm happy if it wasn't me that he got the win.
Yeah, so I will tell you that we interviewed Cody. We asked him about that the late side draft coming to the line, and Cody's one of those guys where he's like, man, no love lost. It's just racing coming to the line. He did say if you would have shot that same side draft shot coming out of 4, he's like, I think Evans walks away with the win. He's like, I think he just shot it too late.
Yeah, no, I was worried about Basin because I was looking in my mirror and I didn't know if I was clear. I was like debating on whether or not I should block it, but risk versus reward. And then he got me with the side draft, and then I moved up after he got me with the side draft. So it was just a momentum killer there. But yeah, that was,
Dude,
that was a lot of fun.
Fun racing to watch.
Still, amazing race,
glad you guys
dude.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, amazing race. Solid P3, solid points tonight. Pull up those point standings one time. You, sir, entered tonight in the P4 spot of the playoffs. So you are, I'm pretty sure this is all going to start to lock drivers in, and I think you're going to be one of them finishing P3 tonight. So we'll find out as we update the points and determine any other incidents that may have happened. I don't know how many drivers left with 10 plus incidents, which you know is the good old -2 to the point standings. But I think I think these top 5 might be locked in after tonight. So congrats on that if that does happen.
Thank you. You know, I just had to keep my streak going of 4x every single race.
You did, yeah.
That's
you haven't gotten the 3 bonus points yet for a 0x.
no.
Oh man, one day maybe. Yeah. You know what? And I feel like it's not going to be Talladega. It might be, but who knows?
You'll be surprised. It probably will be Talladega.
It probably will be. All right, Jonathan Evans, man, appreciate you joining us in the booth. Congrats on a solid points day, and we look forward to seeing what you do next week at Talladega.
Yep. Thank you guys for having me, and I'm really sad I didn't get the T-shirt, but I hope Cody enjoys it.
Yeah, we're gonna reach out to Cody. Cody winning the backmarker.shop T-shirt tonight. We'll see you, buddy.
Yep. Peace out.
All right, Jonathan Evans, there you go. Your P3 position. Dylan Basin sitting there in P2. Solid finishes from everybody tonight, man. Cody Johnson leaving the track with a wrecked car, though, after wrecking across the start-finish line. Richard!
Hey, man.
Talk to us about what this driver just won. Cody B. Johnson.
You just won a brand new car because that was trashed. I need Cody B. Johnson to the NASCAR hauler so we can discuss what he won tonight. We got some new merch dropped today on backmarker.shop. If you are a fan of Affinity Racing, there are quite a few items for you. More to be added soon. But Cody, reach out to me and let me know what you would like, or Mike, whoever you want to talk to, and let us know what you like from backmarker.shop. Use that promo code Affinity10. Save 10% additionally on items that are already on sale right now. Backmarker.shop. Hashtag get better, Mike.
You guys can check us out every Monday night right here. You just saw it, the Affinity Cup Series. 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central. Wednesday, Brandon Richard and Josh McQuiggan take over the booth. They're going to send us into the next up series, Talladega Trucks. It's about to be exciting. About to be an exciting race there Wednesday night. Battlegrounds every week, almost every week. Random weekdays. Just keep an eye on our social medias for when those launch. You can follow us at Race Affinity everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the places. Super Saturdays every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Central. 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Come hang out with us on Super Saturdays. It's where we get a little bit more vulgar, a little bit more parental content. So make sure the kids are in bed and come hang out with us on Saturday nights. That's all we got for you guys. Hell of a race. We're about to get points updated. If you guys want to keep an eye on the social media, see where your favorite driver has wound up. And we're about to get Cody's shirt size and send him a free backmarker.shop t-shirt. That's it for tonight. If you guys want some free channel points, participate in the raid. We're about to go raid a random Twitch iRacer. We'll catch you guys next time. Richard, we're out.